Hey everybody, welcome to Know How to Nourish. Today I'm going to be making a healthier version of a shepherd's pie. What I've done first is assemble all the ingredients. I'll give you the recipe so you'll know what to get out. A little bit of ketchup, a little bit of bone broth, some green beans, carrots. If you don't have all of these exact ingredients, you can use some of the vegetables that you happen to have on hand. So these are turnips, I have a couple of potatoes, some fresh garlic, an onion, a little bit of organic riced cauliflower. This is gonna go in with the potatoes. Add a little bit of cruciferous goodness and cut down on the carb content. A little bit of coconut milk to add to the potatoes. You can also use this type of coconut milk, natural value. Has no bar gum. And then the spices, a little bit of rosemary, sage, thyme, and garlic. All right, the healthy version of turkey shepherd's pie is well underway. So here we have turkey, carrots, onions, a little fresh garlic, rice cauliflower, our potatoes are cooking, and we're gonna throw some of these turnips in as soon as the meat and the onions and carrots have been browned up a little bit. All right, here I'm browning up the meat with the carrots and the onions. And then once this is done, I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken broth here, and we're going to throw in these turnips and frozen green beans, and they'll cook. So, and remember too, we're gonna cook this casserole in the oven. So once it comes out of the oven, all these vegetables will be cooked to perfection. All right, our riced cauliflower is finished. The potatoes are almost done. Now we'll just mash these, and these are going to be our topping. Right now I'm adding some of the spices, a little bit of powdered garlic. Here we have some thyme, fresh thyme. All the measurements will be in the recipe. Right now, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Once you've been cooking for a while, you kind of get the feel for things and how much spice you need for different recipes. So I just wanted to show you, these are the vegetables in the pan with a little bit of the broth. Then you just put a lid on it and everything will cook up perfectly. All right, we're working on the mashed potatoes now, which is gonna be the topping for our shepherd's pie. So in here you can see the cooked potatoes, cooked rice cauliflower, a little bit of butter, and some organic coconut milk. See, the mashed potatoes look beautiful. And if they're a little runny like mine are, that's okay, because the steam, they'll cook out when you put them in the oven. Now we'll add just a little bit of ketchup to this to give it a little taste twist. There you go. Some recipes call for tomato paste, but when I have recipes that call for tomato paste, I often will just put in ketchup, and it gives the same type of taste. And this is organic ketchup, of course. So no shepherd's pie would be complete without making a roux, which is like a thick sauce to go in the meat and the vegetables before you put the mashed potatoes on top. So here we have melted butter, and the secret to making a good roux is to remove it from the heat while you mix a little bit of flour into the butter. And tonight I'm using a little bit of quinoa flour. So then once it's mixed in, we're gonna put it back on the heat. I have it set on about medium. You can see this is the quinoa flour. Then we're gonna take a little bit of the chicken bone broth and add it to the pan with the butter and quinoa flour. Then once this cooks up, it will thicken and it'll make a nice addition to the beautiful meat and vegetables we have waiting here in the casserole dish. Here you can see the bone broth with a bit of flour and butter. It's thickening as it cooks. And one of the keys to it is stirring it the entire time. You don't want to walk away from this or it could turn lumpy and start to burn to the bottom. So now we're starting to get a nice thick sauce here that are going to make a nice gravy-like addition to the meat and vegetables here in the casserole dish. Now here you can see the bone broth sauce being added into the turkey and vegetable mixture. See, this is going to give it a nice taste and texture. Next, what we're going to be doing is adding our mashed potatoes and mashed rice cauliflower to the top of our casserole. It's almost ready. So here we'll just spread out the potato cauliflower mixture on top. Honestly, this is my first attempt at making a turkey pot pie, or shepherd's pie I should say. And I'm excited to see how it turns out. All right, I'll put it in the oven. It should be ready in 25 minutes. So bake it for 25 minutes at 400. All right, here we have the finished product. The healthy turkey shepherd's pie moment of truth. It smells delicious. Can't wait to taste it. The verdict is, it tastes delicious. If you like this recipe and video, please share it with your friends. Until next time, in good health.